you've been wanting to start an online side hustle or a business, then this video is for you. These are all different side hustles that I've either done myself, that I know people personally who do these to make money, or even ones where I've just seen a gap in the market that I think people can really capitalize on. And the first one is a YouTube thumbnail designer. I personally make my own thumbnails, but I've been searching forever for someone to make my thumbnails, and I've had people try, and I've had people even reach out to me asking if they could make my thumbnails. But every single time they've gotten back to me, they're not good. If you come onto Fiverr and search thumbnail designer, we see these types of thumbnails, and these are pretty much all the ones that are similar to what people have reached out to me. They're overdone. They have a crazy amount of effects, and they just don't apply to so many different niches. Thumbnails are the most important part of someone's YouTube video. It is extremely important because if you are not driving clicks, aka through your thumbnail, your video isn't watched and YouTube does not push out your video anymore. And through my learning about different YouTube thumbnails, none of these would exactly draw the types of clicks that I want. None of them seem to think about how you drive curiosity. If this is something that you want to do, you really need to actually study the psychology of YouTube thumbnails, and there are tons of videos out there. And then you should be picking a niche. So for me, if you want to be going for business people, I would go look up people who are actually making a killing on business YouTube accounts. Study their thumbnails, learn about thumbnails, and then reach out to smaller YouTubers and see if you can create ones for them. By learning about thumbnails and studying one niche, you can really get good at applying to that one niche, because very much all of the niches on YouTube are not created equal, and they all have different things that is going to attract their audience. Then you can post your services on Fiverr or on Upwork, but I honestly think the best way, and it's the only way I've actually ever let someone edit for me or do a thumbnail for me, is if they reached out to me and offered to do a free one for me first so I could see it. If they were trying to get me to pay first and I had no clue what they were doing, I probably wouldn't trust them. But if they sent me one of my thumbnails better than I've ever made it before, I would probably move through going with them. And again, I do highly think that picking a niche here is very important. You have to understand the psychology behind different thumbnails. You need to read a lot about thumbnails, and you need to study the best YouTubers in that niche, because they probably already have a thumbnail team. And if you can do that on a smaller scale for the smaller YouTubers, you are going to be ahead. Number 2 is creating review videos. And no, I'm not talking about writing reviews on Amazon because then they'll send you a free product. I'm talking about writing reviews so that you make affiliate sales. You see channels like this called Valid Customer. If you come down, they just have different reviews for different products. But why do they write these? Because they are highly searched on Google. People, if they're trying to pick best winter boots for men, they're going to Google that. And this video comes up. For me, I watch so many review videos. I just bought a new camera lens, and I spent 2 days watching probably 50 different lens videos. And what happens is when someone purchases from these links, which is their affiliate link, they get a payout. So every time someone watches one of their videos and purchases one of the things that they recommended, they get paid. Plus, they are making money on the YouTube ad revenue. For this one, I also recommend niching down. That last YouTube channel we had taken a look at was a little bit more vague, and they were very much capitalizing on search terms. First, we have this one here called Dusty Hikers. If you scroll down and take a look at their videos, some of their videos are getting insane views. 47,000 views, 21,000 views, 22,000 views. Not all of them, but some of the highly searched ones are going to be constantly getting views and getting sales because they're showing up on Google again when people search for things like best trail running shoes for hiking in 2023. And same thing here. When you go into their description, they have a link to every single one of these products that they had recommended. But these are actually their affiliate links. So every single time someone purchases from this link, this person gets a kickback. I've seen the power of creating videos based on searches. One of my best performing, consistent YouTube video was how to create a wavy font. I posted this video about 1.5 years ago, and it is still my most watched video because it actually shows up on Google when people search how to create a wavy font. For this, Pick something you already have a lot of knowledge about, and ideally, maybe you have some of the products at home. If you love cameras, what lenses are the best for what? What camera should someone get for what? Between two cameras, which one should they pick? One tool that you can use to try to decide what type of videos to make is called Answer the Public. And what you can do is type in what you want to talk about. So say you love cameras, you can type in digital cameras, or you can even get more specific. If you have a Sony camera and you want to talk about Sony cameras, you can type that in. And then I prefer to just look at the list. And then you're going to see a bunch of different types of searches that are popular on Google using Sony camera. And you can change phrases. So maybe I want to see comparison videos I can do. I'm going to type in or hit comparison. And then we're going to see people are often searching Sony camera versus Canon, Sony camera versus iPhone, Sony camera versus Nikon. I'm even going to break this down and I'm going to do the VZ-E10 camera, which is the one that I'm filming on right now. And here I can see that we have questions like Sony VZ-E10 versus iPhone 13. We have things versus iPhone, Sony VZ-E10 alternative with lens versus Canon M50. So now we have tons of different comparison options for videos. And then you can keep going through the different types of phrases. Maybe we can do questions that people have about this VZ-E10. Maybe something that they have a question about before they want to purchase. And then you can link that again in your description with your affiliate link. Another option for finding popular questions is just by going to Google. You can type in things like vlogging camera, and we can scroll down and see what other questions people are searching. What camera do vloggers use? What vlogging camera is best for beginners? How do you vlog for beginners? All of these give you the opportunity to create videos about and include affiliate links below. If you want to learn more about affiliates, what affiliates are, and how to create these affiliate links, I do have an affiliate video. I'm going to link it up here and also at the end of this video. The next one is creating ebooks and selling them. When I first started my TikTok channel, I was talking about how I make money through print on demand. And actually, that ended up turning to me also making money through selling ebooks. So many people were asking me, how could they do the same thing I was doing? And so I created an ebook in Canva that just included the step-by-step process of how to get started with print on demand. This was about, I think it was like a 60-page ebook. It took me maybe 2 weeks to write, and then I started selling it for about $70. For this, the best two ways to sell these are either through content, so you can talk about your content on TikTok or Instagram Reels, which usually have the best immediate reach. You can have things that go viral, which will then drive ebook sales. And then you can sell these directly through Stand.Store. Stand.Store is a link curator pretty much. When people go into your links, instead of just bringing them to a website, it brings them to a page that can sell calls, it can have links in it, and it can sell things like ebooks. So this is what I use to sell mine through, and this is what they look like. You can really change them up to appeal to your audience. But from here, again, you can have buy it now, and people are able to purchase right from the link that is in your bio. But maybe you're like, I absolutely do not want to sell through content, then another option is to sell through ads. In fact, I've been selling on Shopify, and recently I got a Facebook ad for a Shopify checklist to make sure that I had everything set up correctly and to make sure that I was optimizing for sales. And I immediately purchased this, and I think it was over $100. So if you run Facebook ads, you are able to target people that are interested in your niche. If you are selling an ebook, say on the best way to get started with vlogging, then you're able through Facebook ads to target people who are interested in vlogging so that you are actually showing your ad to people who are most likely to purchase that from you. Facebook ads are extremely powerful, but they are going to take some learning. So if you do plan to go this route, I would highly recommend first spending some time learning about different Facebook ads and how to get people to purchase. As long as you're able to get people to purchase for cheaper than you sell your ebook for, then you are making a profit with this. Print on demand is where you have an external company who will print and ship your products for you. You can sell things like t-shirts, mugs, tote bags, blankets. There's thousands of different print on demand products. You create the design that goes on them, but somebody else prints and ships them for you when you get an order. So you never actually have to be home printing or shipping these yourself. The best way to do this is to sell through Etsy, especially as a beginner. It's the fastest way to get set up. It's the best way to try a bunch of different things. I am now also selling on Shopify, but I guarantee I would have never been successful on Shopify without going through Etsy first. Etsy is still my main selling platform where 95, maybe even 99% of my orders come through because I'm just getting started with Shopify. So my print-on-demand supplier is called Printify, and they actually hook up right to Etsy. So if we go through their catalog, here's all the different things that you're able to sell. T-shirts, hoodies, sweatshirts, tank tops, sportswear, bottoms, swimwear, shoes, face masks, phones, bags, socks, underwear, hats, so many different products. And then under that, you have tons of different niches. You can sell Christian t-shirts. You can sell floral face masks. There is so much room for opportunity because of the wide range of products plus different niches. So how does it work? You create, say, your Etsy store, and then you create your Printify account, and then scrolling down, you're gonna hit connect to Etsy. What this is going to do is it's going to allow Printify and Etsy to talk to each other. And what happens is when you get a sale on Etsy, if that product is linked back to Printify, automatically Printify is going to get that order, they're going to print and ship it for you, and they're going to mark it as complete in Etsy and include the tracking information. So really, once you get an order on Etsy, there is nothing you have to do except for manage customer service if a person sends you a message. Some of my favorite Printify products to sell are sweatshirts, hoodies, mugs, we have desk mats, we have tote bags, but again, there's thousands of products on here, so it's really up to you on what you want to sell. This is the way that I was able to quit my job and start becoming a digital nomad. So if you do want to learn more about print on demand, that is majority of my channel, so check it out. Following the line of Etsy, my next recommended is selling clip art on Etsy. SVG files, which are used for clip art or just used for different files that people can include in their designs, are extremely popular to be purchased on Etsy. The issue is they don't sell for high margin. They sell for like $1 to $3 depending on the design. So really the way to make money in this is through quantity, but there is a way to get these out extremely quickly. And this is through Kittl.com and their brand new V2 of their AI image generator. Coming into Kittl, I went to the bottom here, went to Kittl AI, and then I'm typing in a prompt. And within 10 minutes, I made all of these files. I love that it is able to create tarot cards. It's actually even able to include text in your designs. So say I typed up something like raccoon reading with the words trash reader. And now I'm going to scroll down and I'm actually going to select a vector style. And then let's see what that gives us. Over here is what we got. This is exactly what I was thinking of. And this new Kittl AI generator is honestly better than any of the AI generators out there because it's specifically for creating vector files. Vector files are scalable images so that you can sell and your customer will never have to have the issue of were saved in too low resolution, so they become blurry. And then also right in Kittl, you're able to change the colors of your designs. And then you can sell these right through Etsy. So to sell this, I would want to save this as two different files. I'm going to remove background. I'm going to make sure that the file size is large enough so that it's high quality for our user. And then I'm going to save it as both an SVG file and a PNG file. And then on Etsy, I'm going to upload my photos. And then scrolling down, I'm going to make sure that I have selected right here under type. We're going to change it from physical to digital. What this allows us to do is now at the bottom, there's this spot called digital files where we're going to upload that PNG and SVG file. And now whenever someone purchases from us, automatically they're going to be given the digital files. So again, someone purchases and then you don't have to do any work after. People are making a killing selling digital download files similar to this on on Etsy. But again, the way to really get a decent enough profit to live off of this is in the quantity. You're going to need probably a few thousand, 100 to a few thousand different listings. And that's why this Kindle generator, which is extremely quick, is the ultimate way to get these up right now. And then the next one also has to do with AI, and that's becoming an AI artist. So many people do not know how to use Midjourney or create prompts that are actually going to turn what they want in their head into an actual photo. So a new job has come out as AI artists. And you might think there's no way people are paying for this until I found this on Fiverr. There is a whole brand new section on Fiverr for AI artists. There's Dolly artists, or there's Midjourney. And for me, I know how to use Midjourney. And scrolling down, you can see people with hundreds of reviews, meaning they've probably had thousands of sales for creating AI art through Midjourney, just because some people find it too complicated to do themselves. Just last year, I never thought I would ever understand Midjourney, but I spent a full day trying to learn it, and turns out it's not that hard. But it is very confusing for some people who want it for a one-off project and don't want to spend a whole day learning it. So if you are really good at creating AI art, or you want to spend the time learning how to create AI prompts to be creating these types of designs, then you can definitely become a Midjourney AI artist. And I'm looking through these, and I definitely think that after a little bit of learning, you are going to be able to create the same thing that a lot of these people are creating with their AI prompts. AI is still early. A lot of people do not understand it. So if you're able to jump ahead of the curve, then maybe dipping your foot and creating a Fiverr account and becoming an AI artist is something that could help you create some additional income.